Hello everyone, Zero Fossil Fuel. Today is Sunday, January 6, 2013, and this is your first Zero News update from the lab. As you can see, the lab is complete. I am moved in. There's just a couple of minor incidentals that need to get done, but all in all, the project is complete. It is heated, well, at least now with a kerosene heater, and soon with my rocket stove project. But first, let me just take you on a quick little nickel tour of the new workshop, and then we'll get on to the construction project of the rocket stove. All right, starting from the outside, here's the main entrance with the double doors. The flood lamp over the doorways works fine now. Up top there, you can see where my power feed comes in to the workshop, and that comes down to the sub panel. Going around to the back, actually we'll stop here for a moment and I'll show you a portion of the grounding system. Here is one of 4 ground wires. It comes down to 8-foot ground rod driven, one at each corner, and then this one goes up into the corner of the shed. The flooring, these flooring rafter supports that run the length of the building, there are 2 of them, one at each end, are strung with 2x12s on 12-inch centers all the way underneath the floor as well. Around to the other side of the building, you can see those are some of the bricks that I bought that I thought I was originally going to make my burn chamber from. Instead, those are going to be repurposed. Those will be the top surface of the thermal mass box that I create inside. Got a Andrews 4-foot diameter Andrews parabolic microwave dish that I was going to use for a solar cooker. And there is the other side of the feed. You can see right here where the power enters, I have ferrite toroid cores to create a common mode high impedance to any electromagnetic pulse energy that might be carried from the outside down into the workshop. And I also have ferrite beads or toroid cores just like that directly at the sub panel, and then one on each leg for any differential voltages that might come in as a result of the EMP. So hopefully the Faraday shield and the EMP protection will work. And let's go back inside. All right. Turn around here. There's the door. I'm backing up now to the far end. There's my wood storage area up overhead. All my wood and raw material supplies. There's my tripod, and I had the camera on before. And then you can see I did find my window trim. There's a shelf that will eventually go up against the wall where you see the kerosene heater running right now. Another alcove storage area where I have my trash bin right now. There's the sub panel that goes up to the main house. All right. We've got a lot more storage area up overhead. Most of this is going to go away and be filled up with items that are now stored in here. This is my closet area, where I've got all my HHO stuff and a bunch of other half-baked experiments, the Muller motor, the bat cell, all of which are going to be completed. And here's all my ham radio stuff that's stacked up, waiting to get done. A couple of mini fridges, one of which is going to stay down here. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Probably over here in the alcove. And there's all my shelving, which is still not fully populated. This is the new bench that I created. There's the Orion subwoofer that I'm going to be cranking up here soon, rocking out to some decent tunes when I'm down here. And then this is the old bench that was in the garage up at the house that I brought down to the workshop in the snow, upside down. Practically, I was almost able to ride it like a toboggan, which was kind of cool. So it wasn't that hard getting it down here in one piece. And of course, there's the project that I'm starting right now. So that's the tour of the new workshop. Hope you all like it. Again, I want to thank everybody for their contributions, donations, suggestions in the live chat room, on Justin TV with the regular crowd that hangs out with me as I'm building, and couldn't have done it without you. I really could not have done it without you. So again, thank you. And moving right into our first official project is the rocket stove heater. Now, as you can see, I have a air compressor tank that I got from a scrap yard. I paid scrap weight for this, and it was like 20 cents a pound for the steel. This is a 17-gallon compressor tank. It is 12 inches in diameter, and it is, I forget how tall it is. Close to 36 inches end to end. And it is the perfect size for the size of project that I want to build for the workshop. I've got a couple of pieces of galvanized flue pipe that will be stuffed with vermiculite in the gap that's formed between the two different size pipes. It will sit on top of the burn chamber and start about here, extend up to about here inside the tank, and then the gases simply evolve down the sides, releasing the heat off the sides of the outer chamber, and then it will be ducted into a thermal mass that this will sit on top of. My thermal mass, I'm estimating right now, is going to be just a box stuffed with rocks and sand that the 4-inch exhaust pipe dips down into, snakes back and forth through to release its heat, and then out the side of the building. The gases at that point should be extremely cool, and that thermal mass again will be about 2 feet wide by 2 feet deep, maybe 1.5 feet high. And also inside the thermal mass will be some heat exchanger tubes to reclaim some of the stored heat that is in the thermal mass after the stove has been running and is shut down. So it should be a very efficient system. I should not have to run it quite all that often. These are the fire bricks that I just picked up today. They are 1.25 by 4.5 by 9-inch insulated fire bricks. And unlike some of the other freestanding tank style rocket stove replications that I have seen, where the builder used a square tube of steel, of cold steel, to actually be the burn chamber. Some of the problems that people have found by doing that is that the burn chamber itself gets so hot that the cold steel becomes cherry red, and I want to avoid that. So what I'm going to do with my build is I'm actually going to build the burn chamber out of cold steel. All right, again, but it will be considerably larger in width and height to accommodate the fire brick as a liner inside. The fire brick not only insulates, but also withstands the temperatures that it will be subjected to. So the entire burn chamber and the bottom of the feed tube for the fire material will be lined with fire brick. That should keep the steel cool enough to prevent it from becoming cherry red like some of the other builders have run into, and will also allow the temperatures inside the burn chamber to rise as high as possible. That's the whole goal here. You don't want to soak the heat away from the flame, which is what metal has a tendency to do. You want to retain the heat and contain it inside the burn chamber so that you end up with as hot a gas as you can going up the stack the flue stack in the center of the chamber, the burn chamber, and then let the gases cool once they come down the side. But you want it as hot as you can get it at the very top, and then let it cool the rest of the way out. So the official start date for this particular project, the rocket stove heater, is January 4th, which is significantly better than the January 11 prediction of some of my nerd herd in the Justin TV chat room. So to you guys who were poking fun at me saying, Z won't get started until January 11, sorry, I had to do that. Any event, I look forward to working on this project and filming it as I go along. Already some of you have begun sending me email asking me, Z, when are you going to post the plans? I will post the plans, guys, honest, I will, I promise. Just as soon as I know I have something that works, okay? Right now I just have some rough hand-drawn sketches, and you know, I have an idea in my head and I want to put it together first. We'll see if it works first. If it works, I'll publish the plans, I promise. That's who I am, that's what I do, you know that. And as soon as we've got something that works, you will have the plans to be able to replicate this. That's all for now from the new workshop, Zero Fossil Fuel. I hope you're all enjoying the series, and I hope you'll subscribe and tell all your friends about it. I'm really having fun working from the new workshop, and I will catch you later. Peace.